Hello everyone and welcome along to Silverstone. We're here for JACKOCAR round 5 and this is my first time in the commentary box this season. It's good to be here for JACKOCAR as we're on board just now with ILRT Splinter. As I say, this is Silverstone, the home of British motorsport. And who else to hand over to but the most British man I know? It's Jacko. Jacko, good to have you along.
As always, thank you very much. Also, Paul, good to have you here as well for the first time. I'm just interested, before we update everybody with the standings and stuff, how have you found the league so far, watching from outside in?
Oh, you know, it's been one of the most interesting leagues I have seen probably ever since I started league racing. You know, you've got the playoffs, which I'm still learning about, but I'm sure you will give us all the info that we need. But yeah, no, I'm loving all these custom cars as well, and I think, Jacko, if I'm right, we've got some special liveries for this race.
We do indeed have some special liveries. I'm just going to quickly retweet your stream link so that everyone knows where we are.
Indeed, and while you do that, let's just have a look at some of the liveries. On board here with ILRT Dexter, that's pretty nice. Unlike Owen, I'm not doing a helmet review, I'll do a car livery review. But yeah, no, that's pretty nice, blue and sort of black. Quite like that one. Let's have a look through it.
Dexter, this is the first time he's actually run this scheme, so it's his first of 2 alternative liveries that he can run this season. He's normally in the green car, but that is very nice, I must admit. Bazza has a new livery as well, Force India inspired.
Ooh, that's nice. Do I like that one?
And if you slide your way across to Mr. Speed Knighton.
Indeed, on pole position at the moment.
That's apparently he's done this one. He's inspired it. Well, I'm his inspiration for it, which is a lovely touch. So that would be an additional 10 playoff points to Pete.
It's very like the Williams of 2020. Yeah.
It's the Colgate car.
The Colgate car. Pete sponsored by some toothpaste. Speed Pete.
Yeah. Mr. Whiteout currently down in 18th. He's in a new livery as well. It's British Racing Green, but he is in the pits at the moment. Pro Opa, he has a very special livery today. That is Franagamo, 17th. When he comes out, definitely show that one, because that is a birthday surprise for Mr. Owen Wyatt, who can't be with us tonight.
Yeah.
Mr. John, it's worth mentioning this. That blue and yellow car is the car he took to P3 at Singapore.
Oh, so we'll be looking to get P3 again this race. Who knows? Mr. John, I love that livery actually, that's very nice.
Yeah, and one final one is all the way down in 16th is Waze. It's not only his debut, but also it's the first time we've seen that livery on track.
Do you know, that reminds me of the Honda Earth car.
What's that one, sorry?
The Honda Earth car that Button ran, I can't remember what year it was.
Which driver, sorry?
It was Button and Barrichello, the Honda Earth car back in...
No, I mean which JACKOCAR driver?
Waze, sorry, Waze.
Oh, Waze.
And somehow he's got a blooming Halloween helmet going on there.
That's classic Waze.
I think he's a bit late for, well, you know, he could be in the house still about Halloween with all this coronavirus stuff, but there we go. Right, so we've got about 10 minutes to go in this session. I'll do a quick rundown, and then Jacko, could you maybe run through the championship standings?
Absolutely.
We will have a look here. We've got Pete, who's in the pits. He's currently on pole with a 27.3, followed by Arnold, who's just coming out again on another outlap. Nice livery there as well, actually. He is a 27.7. TC13 again, nice livery there. Actually, let's go on board with him at the moment. I think he's on he's actually on a lap. No, he's not. He's coming in, I think. But that is a nice livery nonetheless. He is in 3rd, with MK Bob in 4th, with Khalifa in 5th, Camel Bubble in 6th, Splinter, who's just gone 7th ahead of Dexter in 8th, Bazza in 9th, and Mr. John is in 10th place, Jacko.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you, Paul. I've just dropped my controller. Very professional as always, aren't we?
Indeed.
I will just I'll just give us a quick rundown of the current top 10 in the standings. Leading the way is Arnold with 51 points. Khalifa is second on 48. Dexter third on 47. Jamie Bromley is fourth with 45 points. Barry is fifth with 36 points. TC 36 points. Michael O'Kk is on, I can't see, 32 points. John's on 29. Camo Babo's on 29. Pete is also on 29. And down in 11th, actually, may as well say, it's Chris Morris, who again is on 29 points. So 4 drivers on 29 points there, right on the cusp of the playoffs. And speaking of the playoffs, 4 drivers already through. That is Arnold, Khalifa, Jamie, and Michael O'Kk. So they have no worries. They're booked in for round 1 in Baku, which is only 6-7 weeks away now. So you might start to see a bit of desperation creep in with these drivers as they try and book their place in the playoffs.
Indeed, good stuff. Let's see who is on a lap then, Jacko. Let's have a look. I think Arnold is maybe on a lap. We'll find out through this first sector what his time is. No, it's an out lap. Typical. Okay, in 4th place. Coming through Cops. Absolutely love this corner. Flat out. As we come through the most famous section, probably in Formula 1, Maggots and Beckett's. He's taking it quite easy through there, but sometimes you can overrun that, so that's pretty good just now. Blake's 1.9 seconds off. I think that's probably an in lap. So Yuri retires. Where has he gone off? Is that Cops? I think he might have gone up there.
By the way, that's the same Yuri that's only collected 10 points from 4 races so far. Coming into this season, I tipped him to be certainly top 10, but he just has not found the form yet. He's hoping. It's 5th time lucky. He did tweet that just a few minutes ago as well, so he's excited, but he needs some sort of form to happen quickly. As Arnold goes P1.
Yeah, but I think Pete is about to smash that time. He's already half a second up on his time at the moment of a 27.3.
Yep, Khalifa P2.
On the medium tires. That's a brilliant lap from Khalifa. But we'll follow Pete now into this final section of corners. Can he be a 27.2 to take pole position at the moment? And he does. Whoa, what, 26.9? That's a good lap time for Pete. Obviously that toothpaste is doing him good in that car.
Aqua Fresh.
Hey, boom boom.
Hey. Paul, before we forget, it's worth mentioning as well, there are 4 Joker drivers tonight, 4 very fast Joker drivers. We can announce those now. The first one is the 13 car of Chris Morris, the 37 of Risky Racer, the 86 of Baza, and the 97 of Michael O'Kk. One of those drivers already through to the playoffs. So all of those guys can 1-stop if they wish. Everyone else has to 2-stop no matter what, rain or shine.
Dude, we'll keep. Actually, do you know what the weather's going to be? Has anyone in the paddock told you for the race?
No one's told me at all, actually.
So it'll be a surprise for
us. Yep.
But actually, probably Khalifa has probably confirmed it, starting on the mediums at the moment. So if it'd be raining,
something that we don't.
Possibly rain halfway through, maybe, or could happen. Silverstone, after all, as most of these drivers now are coming into the pits. But TC1392 is currently on a lap, coming across the line. What is your 27.6? Good lap time there, only 7/10 off Pete, which sounds a lot, but Silverstone is normally pretty close in the race. Let's have a look then. We have 4 minutes to go. These guys probably sit in the pits for a minute or two to wait for the optimum time to run out on track. Is Dexter on a lap? Let's have a look.
I believe he is.
This doesn't sound as if he's revving that car properly. No, he's definitely not on a fast lap. That's, okay, that sounds a bit weird on board with him. As a Risky
Racer's just gone P3, wow.
Oh, look, the same time as Khalifa, but obviously Khalifa is on the mediums, but still. That's very close there between the top. Oh, top 2, really? Top 3, top 4? as Dexter is probably coming into the pits. He's abandoned that lap.
He'll have enough time to get out, do one more. What's he do here? Yeah, into the pits. Says indecisive Matt retires. Not sure whereabouts on track.
So yeah, I think that's no one on a fast lap at the moment. KK has just left the pits though on the soft tyres. So keep an eye on him. I think he's the only one apart from Camel Babbo who's actually out at the moment. And Risky Racer.
Just coming into the pits.
You know, that's very like my livery actually, TC, of my custom car. Quite like that.
Is that your favourite then, by any chance?
To be honest with you, honestly I think Pete's probably one of my favourites. Plus, who was the other driver that had that blue livery? My mind forgets me.
Dexter.
Dexter, yes.
The black and blue, yeah? Yeah,
Dexter. Between Speed 19 and ILRT, Dexter, I would say. Let's have a look. I'm actually looking for... Oh, Wace has actually set a time. I was actually looking for him. And he's just...
Wace has actually set a fairly competitive time as well.
I do remember a race a couple of seasons ago in another league. Not sure if we can mention it, but...
oh, we can here.
Yeah, can we mention ILR? Okay. Was actually leading the race and decided his controller was going to die on the last lap. And lost the win. So that's just a waste thing, isn't it? But hopefully he has better luck this time.
Speaking of other leagues as well, the last time that me and you commentated together, Paul, we saw the most dominant drive in ILR history. You may remember that where Chris came out the pits and just drove away from the field.
Yeah.
Now known as ILRT Cloud, currently out in 7th on his outlap.
That was, absolute incredible drive. Incredible, Jacko. Just got big him up.
Never seen anything like it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, and that
as we say that, his nemesis Splinter retires.
Awkward.
I think he's retired through jealousy.
He's looked at the stream and went, nah, not having this, not having this. But we'll ride on board now with MK Born. As he's round turn 1. Well, actually, you know what, we'll go on board with him here. As Jess has retired. He's into this village loop section. Not sure about you, Jacko, but I don't really think I'm much of a fan of that. I prefer the old layout. But this is what we have on this game. As he's now coming down to Brooklands. And he's just 67,000 up on his best time. That will put him just about 5th place at the moment. As we're
with
through.
Other drivers to go out as well still, so he needs to find a bit of time here, MK Born.
Indeed, hopefully he can find a bit of time here through Cops. Always going to run a little bit wide.
Lifted, yeah.
That's not ideal, lose him time and speed through it down to Maggots and Beckett's. Again, so tricky. I just cannot get this section right when I'm driving. But he is, that's pretty good stuff. This is on the DRS and he's almost 3/10 up on his best. That's looking a little bit better, Jacko. As we now go through the final section through Stowe. Again, a little bit wide, but you can get away with that. And we're through into this now, final corner. Important to get a good exit through here. He's making his way through to the line and he does a 27 flat. Good time there, good time.
Yeah, an efficient lap as you would expect from the German.
Only a 10th off
Pete as well.
Yeah. That's a brilliant lap time. He made so much time in the final sector.
It makes you wonder what everyone else has got in store.
Obviously track conditions now are better than they were at the start of the session. So we expect times to be quicker. MK Born is
now out on the softs as well. He might be one to watch in this session.
Oh, he's just 6/10 up on his time. Where's that going to put him? Gee,
that would put him pole as well.
This is going to be probably a mid-20, a low 26. Yeah. If he can get this right. Yeah, there we go. Well, 26.5.
Pole position, wow. It's not even a surprise anymore when he goes pole.
It's not. It really isn't. I've seen him driving other leagues and he's so quick.
Backed off. Peter's backed off of the lap.
MK Born has backed off as well. Risky Racer.
Risky Racer.
He's 2 tenths down on his best at the moment. Not sure if he's going to improve on this, but we'll ride on board with him for the final lap of this session for him, and he's backed off at the end. Okay, Kate, who else have we got? I think that's pretty much it now.
I think it is.
That is us then. Just a wee special mention there to Wace, who actually for once didn't have a disaster in his career.
I'll just quickly go to Frenagamo as well, Pro Open. That is Owen's birthday present from the Dutchman. That livery.
Oh, is there an explanation on that, or?
Yeah, he asked me earlier in the week, what does Owen really like? I said digital camo in orange, slightly purple and green, and he's come up with this. I should say it's more of a brown actually, if anything. And it's nice to see that the helmet doesn't match either. Owen will be turning in his grave if he ever sees this.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting livery, it has to be said. Yeah, if one likes it, then you know what, fair play. I'm not a fan myself, but I've got to be honest. But it's, you know, it's giving a little bit of a character to the car, so you know, it's always good. Right, who are we waiting on here? We are waiting for MK Born to retire from the session.
I'm just looking at Bazza down in 14th. His car is stuck on track with a wheel not attached.
What has happened to Bazza? Oh, someone's gone off behind him as well.
It looks like Risky Racer.
Bit of chaos at the end of qualifying. Right, we're on board there with Bazza, who's qualified in 14th, but we'll give you a rundown in just a second. So there we go then, for the British Grand Prix JACKOCAR Round 5. Khalifa is on pole with a 26.5, followed by Pete on a 26.9, MK Born on a 27 flat in third, Arno in fourth on a 27.2, then we've got Risky Racer, T31392, that's hard for me to say, ILRT Cloud in 7th with OKK in 8th, Waze, good job there, in 9th with Dexter in 10th, he is the first on the mediums, Camo Pablo, Fregagamo, Murdoch, Bazza, Splinter, Mr. John, Indecisive Market, Jess, ART Whiter and Yuri round out the top 10. We'll give you a rundown of the tyres everyone's starting on and during the formation lap. Oh, there we go, Jacko. It's not raining at all. It's probably one of the nicest days in Silverstone since ever.
Yeah, something must be wrong with Codemaster's game yet again. It's sunny in Northamptonshire. It looks about 32 degrees out there as well, so I'm not sure what's going on. I did expect rain, mixed conditions, as did a lot of drivers actually predicting that. It doesn't look like we're going to get it.
No, for once it's nice. It's Silverstone. Normally we do get...
Very nice track to drive in the dry as well.
Definitely. Especially through Maggots and Beckett's in dry conditions like this. Lovely. Simply lovely. That's Max Verstappen would say. But we're now just waiting for the guys to ready up.
Yeah, whilst we do that, I'll just give you a quick rundown of the team standings as well. You've got the Milkman on 184 points, Simpsons on 136, AI 2 points behind on 134. In fourth is the Daytona Wilnuts with 100 points, and Pro Speed, who are yet to get their act together, with 81 points.
Good stuff. Excuse me. So we'll run down the order then on this formation lap. Your pole man Khalifa, stunning lap in qualifying. It takes pole, or has taken pole position. Speed Knighton in that Colgate inspired, Williams inspired, Britain inspired car in second.
Jacko inspired as well.
Jacko inspired, there we go. MK Born, good lap there in third place. He is on the softs as well as the top two, with Arno in fourth. Risky Racer, there's a lot of red cars in this race. That's good to see. Obviously being a Ferrari fan, I'm liking that. TC13 is in sixth on the softs as well. It's ILRT Cloud, nice kind of British green racing there, inspired car. Okay, Kate, that's a kind of like Lotus kind of liveried car in 7th with Waze. It has, honestly, that is like, is it 2008? That Button
Yeah,
Barrichello Honda Earth car.
I feel inclined to agree with you. No, it's 2007, wasn't it?
Was it 7? Hmm.
Seven,
Okay.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, it was
That
around.
that era, definitely.
Yeah, it's quite nice to see that, although I'm not sure why he has a Halloween skull helmet, but here we go, that's Waze. Isla T Dexter is the first man on the mediums. I love that livery. With Camo Babel in 11th also on the mediums. Ferragamo in 12th on the softs. Let's have a wee look. I've not really seen that livery. That was the Owen Inspired livery, wasn't it? In 12th with I can't say this name without sounding really Scottish. Murdoch is in 13th. There's been a Murdoch with F1 Baza. I'm not sure where Baza is. He's not on my map, but he's on the hard tires anyway. With Splinter in 15th, Mr. John in 16th, the legend Mr. John. It's almost like sort of like an Ayrton Senna type, maybe, livery.
It's actually, he calls it the Homer. That's inspired by Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson, of
Yellow and
course.
blue.
Indecisive Mackie 17th on the mediums. Jet Games on the mediums as well, followed by Whiteout and of course Yuri, who didn't set a lap on the medium tyres. There we go, that's us ran through the field. And I've got a horrible camera angle here, but we'll go with this at the moment. Hopefully
it'll change for you, yeah.
Yep. Not really, but we'll go with it. As we're now getting ready for the start of this race. 26 laps here at Silverstone. And lights have come on. It's 2 lights, it's 3 lights, it's 4 lights, it's 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Let's see if anyone gets a good start here. I think Pete is about to go up the inside.
Start into turn 1.
Yep. There's a bit of chaos at the back, but everybody seems to be, in fact, as I say that...
Spun. Pete's out.
Oh, carnage. Disaster for Pete. Oh, it's absolute carnage. Oh, what is going on here? So, that's a good start from... Oh, Arnold is now in the lead of the race. How did that happen? Let's see.
And we have a safety car as well, Paul.
And the safety car is out. Disaster.
So, from what I saw of that, I think Khalifa tried to come back at Pete through turn 2, and he put Pete on his side.
Oh.
And that's what spun him. Arnold, by the way, has
got a puncture. Yeah, I just seen that.
Which would give MK Bourne the lead of this race.
I don't think I've ever seen that on lap 1 before. Someone getting a puncture. That's it's interesting. But yeah, let's see who has made up the most places as we run. We're behind this safety car. So Arnold has made up 3 places. Dexter's made up 5. Baza 6. And Yuri also 6. The biggest loser, of course, is Pete, who I don't think he has. Does he have damage? Let's ride on board. Surely he must have a little bit of damage. In fact, no, it looks okay actually. But he might want to.
Start for you, Paul. Pete had enough. Leave it and put him into him.
Yeah, Jacko, your mic is lagging.
So that is Khalifa at fault.
Okay, you're back. Right, let's see who pits then. Let's have a look. Of course, Arnold is going to pit for the.
Look at this.
Everyone's in, pretty much. So, Jacko, what would you do at this moment in terms of strategy? Would you go into the hards? Would you go into the mediums?
It all depends on the tyres you started on, really. Looking at this, I mean, you've got 14 drivers in the pits. So I would probably pit. You've got a couple of chances about people like Jess Games and Yuri out there, hoping that there'll be more than one safety car. A few of these drivers getting stuck behind their teammates as well. This is going to totally mess up the order. Arnold's going to come out in 6th.
I cannot keep up with this. This is crazy. Yeah, let's have a look then.
Mental.
So we have, let's have a look then. Most of the drivers have come out on the mediums, except for Dexter, Indecisive Mackie, and that seems to be it. Of course, Arnold is on the hards as oh, that's not bad for Arnold actually. Despite that puncture, he's come out in 6th on the hards. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, that's worked out very well for him.
Despite that puncture, he is the lead driver on the hard tyres. He's got away with that.
That has actually probably ruined the Joker strategy for a lot of these guys as well. Although everybody who's on a Joker has pitted, apart from Chris, who is out.
So that is them sorted. Okay then, so we will, after those pit stops, let's have a look at the order. MK Born, obviously, let's just show you the pits. There we go. So the top 5 obviously haven't pitted. So your current leader really at the moment is Arnold, but MK Born is in the lead of the race with Camel Babble in 2nd. Ferragamo, Owen's birthday present livery, is in 3rd. Yuri will be happy with that. Again, that livery sort of reminds me of the kind of like BAR days, a little bit, Honda days.
What's that, Yuri's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's actually inspired by one of the old Indy cars, which used to run the blue and yellow.
That would make sense. Yuri's a big Indy fan, so that would make sense. Jess is in 6th with that pink car. With Arnold, as I say, the net leader. With I can't speak tonight.
TC.
That's easier for me to say. There you go. At 7th, Murdoch. I just love his name, of course. With Dexter, it's 9th at the moment. These guys have all pitted. Oh, is that a bit of contact at the back there between?
Mr. John is the big winner out of this. He's made 6 places off of lap 1. And there's 5 guys in front of him who are yet to pit. So he's in a good place, Mr. John. If he's as raced as he was in Singapore, he will be there or thereabouts at the end of this race. Wade's in 11th, KK in 12th. He's lost out, but no one's lost out as much as Pete, who's in 13th, losing 11 places off the start.
Indeed. With Indecisive Mackie in 14th, up 3 places from where he started. He is also on the hard tyres. F1 Baza in 15th. That man just does not seem to have any luck these days. But I'm sure he will make his way up through the field.
He still finishes well. He's had 4 awful races and he's 5th in the championship somehow. So he'll find his way to the front of the field for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Not as bad of a start though as Risky Racer and Khalifa. They have lost out quite significantly. Obviously Khalifa was your pole position man, but with that man's speed I'm sure he will make his way through to the front, with Whiteout in 18th and Splinter in 19th. And the safety car. The safety car's in this lap.
Sorry, I was just going to say, Splinter's still adjusting to his new wheel, so I think he's just taking it easy, knowing that he is in the playoffs, and as you rightfully say, safety car in this lap.
So here we go then. MK Born will back everyone up as we get ready for the restart of this race, should I say. We're on lap 3. Where is he going to go? Is he already gone? I don't think so quite yet. And he's gone there.
Actually holding everybody up. It's only MK Born and Camo Babo that are actually anywhere near the front of us.
Yeah, those guys have absolutely dropped the rest of the field. Ferragamo is already 3 seconds behind the leader. That is not a good restart. And Yuri will not be happy with that, but he's going alongside. Ferragamo's going to go round the outside into this club section, village section loop. And he's gone right round the outside. Good move there from Yuri, as there's a yellow flag. Who's that off at the back of the field?
I don't know who is it for.
Where are we?
Decisive Matt.
Yeah, I think he's had
a problem.
And a bit of an incident there on the restart, but we'll go back to the front at the moment unless there's any battles out on track. As we'll put there you go, you can see the tires that everyone is on at the moment. And Yuri is sort of like the cork of the bottle in the moment. Let's get Ferragamo and Arnold right behind him. And you know what? Arnold's not actually that far behind despite being on the hard tyres. I know we've just restarted, but that is pretty good.
You've got to look at TC and Jess. This is battle for 6th. TC makes a light work of that, and there's a car off.
I thought Murdoch. Yeah. I could just see Murdoch going off into the grass there, but well held. And Jess is now
battling behind as well. KK and Waze going at it down the straight.
The cars everywhere. Oh my goodness me. And OKK is going to go round 2 cars. Can he do? Oh, what's a move, OKK? That was brilliant stuff there. Round. And now he's going up the inside of Murdoch. Murdoch. Oh, there's contact. Murdoch has lost a bit of his front wing there. This is a good on board with Waze here, seeing the action. And Waze is now going to go up the inside of Murdoch as well into turn 1, is he? That'll be quite tight. And who's that gone off? Is that Waze that's gone off?
No, it's Murdoch that went off. Waze is still behind him. He's going to go around the outside. Murdoch locks. He's tucks in underneath. Murdoch goes wide again. Waze again underneath. Murdoch actually has damage to his front left end plate. And there's a yellow flag out in sector 1. Mr. John down in 15th. As Khalifa gets past him.
Whoa, it's still going here. This is crazy stuff. We've got OKK, Jess who's side by side with Waze. Oh.
Pete's just trying to avoid everything going on. He's going to battle his way back through the field. He's in 10th behind Waze. Falls to the right. Through Cops they go. Jess is wide. He's got to lift off, and Jess is off the track. Pete up the inside now of Waze. Does he give him much room? Only a car's width. Through Maggots and Beckett's they go.
Oh, Waze is round.
And he's spun.
Round.
He's round.
I think Waze actually had a bit of damage as well there, so I'm not sure if he maybe understeered into him. It's so easy around there, but yeah, got gutted for Pete there. Unfortunate. As it's still got
down to 18th. No damage though for Pete.
No, that's good stuff.
CC makes a move up to 4th.
This is crazy, Jacko. This is crazy.
Welcome to JACKOCAR, Paul.
I did say Silverstone provides good racing, but we're only 2 laps after the safety car and it's all kicking off. So up front, we've got MK Bourne, who's 3.7 seconds ahead of Camel Babel. Obviously, MK Bourne is on the soft tires, so they should have a bit of an advantage at the moment. Yuri's still
and those two are teammates as well, so if you get any sort of attack come from Yuri, I'm sure Camel Babel will help block to give his teammate more time.
Yeah, that's ideal. I think we've still got some battling down here.
It's all going on at the back of the field, you're right. Bazza alongside Splinter, who's trying to recover from 19th. Bazza with his own problems as well, he's already picked up a 3-second penalty.
Indeed, that's not ideal in this early stage of the race, but I'm sure there'll be more penalties. Given it handed out, as we've got a yellow flag. Is that Yuri or T? Oh, it's Yuri. He's gone off at Cops. Oh, that's a... how's he done that?
Oh, no.
That was a weird... I think he's maybe just lost the rear and then ended up on the old pit exit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it looked like. And so still
no damage to that car as Arnold moves up to 4th. They are assisted on Pro Opa. On his Belgian teammate.
Good stuff there. I still... no disrespect with that livery, still not my cup of tea, as we've got Risky Racer and Khalifa and Whiteout and everyone that seems to be battling for 8th place. The whole field is just battling for 8th place. That's
well, he's holding them all up as well.
At least he knows he's...
Turn 1 they go.
And I'm sure Risky Racer is going to throw up the inside here. Oh, that's late. Waze defends pretty well there. But look who's behind. It's Khalifa, the pole position man. Well, actually I'm going to go on board with him to see what he sees.
Khalifa, another one of those drivers with a new livery this week. We never mentioned it at the start, as Risky makes the move on Waze, and Khalifa are the inside of Waze now. They're teammates today in Mark Waze's absence.
And he gets past Waze pretty easily. Obviously.
Oh, Splinter had a little moment there. Sideways through the exit.
I'm just trying to watch some of these battles. As Arnold, there we go, Arnold gets a penalty. He is in 4th place, that's not great for him. And the same as Risky Racer, these guys are pushing the limits. Oh, what have we got going on here? Is it OKK? OKK is off.
On the exit of Chapel.
It's maybe going side by side with someone through. Oh, jeez! Oh. Who was that? That was lucky. Was that Murdoch? I think it was.
That was Murdoch, and Pete had to go either side of OKK to avoid him, but OKK put Murdoch on the grass.
That was like a...
Khalifa's had problems now. Or is he pitted? He's pitted. No, that's Pro that's pitted. There's so much going on here, Paul.
I know the timing screen cannot keep up with all this. Oh, as we've got almost a move there from Waze and Splinter. But Waze has gone off. He does not know his way around Silverstone. Where is he going? He is well,
He's distracted by the sheeps outside his windows.
That's what I just said. Good. Great minds think alike. Brilliant.
Oh, sorry.
We both said about sheep and whales there, yep. Okay, we'll get back to the action here. As Khalifa, sorry, Splinter is on the back of Whiteout, but we've got Bazza and OKK going side by side through Luffield onto the back straight, or the old the start finish straight, should we say. And there's Pete and Wace again at it. How many times is Pete going to make his way up through the field today? There's a lot of fields.
He's kicking himself after that start as well, and then that spin that he had with Waze. He's got something to prove. He's very fast, but he needs some luck on his side. It hasn't happened for him yet this season.
No, he needs some minty fresh luck this evening.
It's a move for 8th. It's Whiteout and Splinter battling.
Go on board.
Splinter also gets past Murdoch as well. Overtakes all over the track. Waze pits. Unbeknown to us, well, Dexter made a second pit stop, so that puts him in good stead for the end of the race here.
Yeah, and we're almost near enough halfway through already. That's gone pretty quickly. What's going on here? Wace is in the pits. So that's Mr. John up to 14th. As we see 2 cars ahead of him. Who's that? That's OKK and Murdoch, with Bazza just ahead. And OKK's lining up Bazza now. Sorry, Murdoch even on the DRS. Can he get past? Let's have a look. Give me a good camera angle. Oh, and he's locked up. But no, he is past. I've got to say,
Murdoch
actually,
and OKK both carrying damage as well, don't forget. I don't think Bazza is, so he should be pulling away.
OKK's lost traction there, and Murdoch is back through again. These guys are just not giving up. It's almost like a Alonso and Vettel going on here from a couple of years ago. Maybe not as intense, but still, it's still good battling. Not a lot going up. Oh, wait a minute, what have we got on here? It's just seen 2 cars there.
OKK struggling again. Mr. John's creeping up on the back of these two. The battle for 12.
Yeah, it's MK Born Pits, but we'll go on this battle just now, Jacko, as you say. And OKK is past again, but it's gone wide. Can Murdoch get past him? He's going to have to go around the outside. That'll be some move if he does that. Ooh. And he does it. What a move, Murdoch. These guys, and here comes Mr. John as well. It's all kicking off everywhere you look. There's not really much going on up front, apart from possibly the likes of Risky Racer, Yuri.
Oh, okay, it's off again into the entry of turn 3.
I wonder how... Oh, and he's off again!
Oh, he's spun this time! Oh, he's having a nightmare race.
That is not good. It's just having one of these days, you know, as racers. Not everything goes the way you want. As I think
everyone gets them.
Indeed, if you're not a racer, if you don't get one. As Indecisive Mackie is off at Cops. Not quite sure what he's doing there.
I think he might be getting out of the way of the other drivers there.
Normally that would go, so would it not?
Ghosting is off, Paul.
Oh, it's off. Good. Okay then. Okay.
Part of the challenge is ghosting off.
Yeah.
A few more of the leaders come round to lap Matt eventually, so it's Pete next.
You know, that's the way it should be. Ghosting should be off. It gives it a challenge instead of just driving through the inside of someone. Be a little bit painful, but there you go. Mr. John, MK Born are having a bit of a ding dong. With again Murdoch. Murdoch is just getting involved in everything today. Loving it down there.
Born on those fresh tyres. Of course, with the field so close, he's come out in all this traffic as well, so he's got to work for it. It gives people like Camo Babo a chance, and TC, who's already pitted.
Yeah.
Murdoch actually running fairly well with that wing damage, to be fair. You'd like to think MK Bourne will get this done fairly quickly, though.
He's going to have to, because he's already 26 seconds behind Camo Babo. So we want to get this done ASAP, and here he comes down the back straight, and he is through up into 11th. I keep thinking Wace is overtaking someone, but OKK is in the pits for soft tyres. We'll go back to this and see what's happening in the midfield. Not really much at the moment, except from penalty there for an indecisive Mick is Mr. John. Oh my goodness, he's off at Cops. But he's on the back now. Oh, as we look here.
John using the British touring car line through Cops.
It was indeed actually.
He's now closer to Murdoch as we come into the back straight. DRS assisted. Where will he go? Murdoch goes to the left. John just about catching up to the right. Will he throw it down the inside the club?
He's going to go side by side though. Oh, not quite. Oh. Mr. Murdoch, I was going to say. Combination of Mr. John and Murdoch there. Murdoch's doing pretty good job, that has to be said.
Yeah, it has to be said, definitely.
He's
Bowser up to 9th with Yori pitting.
Well, I think that will be the first round really of pit stops complete then. As we're
the only driver yet to do it. Once he does, he would come out around P8.
That is true. Let's see how his tyres are looking. Not too.
So he wouldn't be P8, would he? He'd be
further down, I'd imagine.
Further down, yeah.
Because it's about what?
P9.
Yeah, I would say so. Just looking at his Camo Babo's tyres, they're slightly graining. They don't look too bad at the moment, but you would expect them in the next maybe 2 or 3 laps. You would imagine. As he goes, I think. Go on.
Oh, Mr. John's through on Murdoch here. He's gone to the outside for Maggots. Murdoch won't give it that though. They're side by side. Mr. John has made it stick on this occasion.
He's on the grass.
Goes wide on the exit of Chapel.
But
the momentum goes back to Murdoch with the DRS. Very fast in the straight line as well as Murdoch. Look at this. But he hasn't got the wing to get round that corner.
Indeed, that front wing damage will be harming him, as it's quite difficult round here with your tyre wear at best of times, but with that front wing damage, you'll be losing out pretty badly. Excuse me. So, we'll do a quick rundown. That's us halfway through the race. So Camo Babo is yet to pit. He currently leads. TC is actually now under pressure from Arnold. Coming, and they're side by side. They're going to
let them go. These are teammates, don't forget.
Yeah. Just hopefully they would have put on a better battle than that, but there we go. So Arnold is second, TC is third. Risky Racer is not too far behind, it has to be said. And fourth, with Khalifa and who's that back marker? That's OKK, isn't it? Khalifa in 5th with Speed Knight and Pete in 6th. Whiteout in 7th with Splinter in 8th. And MK Bourne and Baza round out the top 10. We've got a yellow flag at Cops again, I think. I think that's maybe someone letting someone else through, perhaps?
Possibly. I just want to point out to you the recovery drive that Arnold's made. Up to 2nd.
Wow.
TC, who wasn't involved in anything, is in 3rd. And then also down in 5th and 6th, Khalifa and Pete. They've had good recovery drives as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think
it's safe to say that the cream has risen to the top.
Hey. We have another off in the first corner, I think that's. Who is this? Oh, there we go. OKK. No, it's OKK again.
That's OKK. OKK, actually, we missed it. He picked up 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane as well.
Just not having a good day at all. Is okay.
Of course, already in the playoffs, so he'll let this one go. But after 2 weeks away, he kind of needed to really get back on form, and it's just not coming to him.
Indeed. Talking of playoffs, just in case people are new to the stream, could you just explain, what that sort of involves?
Okay, so we run 10 regular season races, and then 10 drivers will qualify for basically the next round of the championship. But to get into that next round, you either have to win a race in the regular season or qualify to get in on points. And throughout these regular season races, you can win points through poles, fastest laps, winning as well as leading at the end of certain laps. I think Arnold picked up the playoff point for leading the end of lap 13 just gone. And all these playoff points are added to the totals at the end of the season, not the end of the season, at the start of the points reset, which happens at Baku. And then basically we go again. And then 3 rounds, 3 drivers are kicked out. The next 2 rounds we lose 4 drivers. And then we have 4 drivers fight for the title in China. In addition to that, the drivers that don't make the playoffs through the regular season have 5 races from Baku to Canada to get as many points as they can, and they will be given a wild card entry for finishing 11th. They get to race in the championship race as well. So it will be a 5-way battle in China for the title. That's roughly, in short, how it works without going into too much detail, Paul.
Yeah.
If you want to know more, get on the rules page on the JACKOCAR website.
That's what to do, guys. That's what to do. I'll be there after the race. Yeah, that's a very interesting. That's why JACKOCAR is, the most exciting upcoming league out there. Different from any other league out there in the community.
Totally unique as well.
Yeah, totally unique. Who needs all these other
I'm just
streams?
watching OKK have another off. He's into the wall. Doesn't get any damage. Exit chapel.
What's
Just
going
slid
on?
straight off.
What's going on with OKK? What is going on? The last time I seen OKK, as he's got a
10-second penalty
for being on the grass. Okay, Codemasters.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm not quite sure why. There you go. He gets another 10. What is going on?
Wow.
So he's got 20 seconds of penalties for driving on the grass. Okay then.
I think that's safe to say his race is over.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that. Now, we have the 2 guys. We have Risky Racer and TC up front. Now,
Risky's having a good race.
Yeah, definitely. He's right behind.
Great race for him.
Right behind now. TC. And to be fair, they're only, 1.5 seconds behind Arnold?
Oh, yes.
As I'm just watching here, Khalifa has just gotten past Camel Babel, I think. He's up to 9th now. After that bad start, he's making his way up. He's got 10 laps to see what he can do, as I think Risky Racer's now.
He's through on TC as well. TC must have had a problem, or Risky's done him round the outside. But he's up into 2nd. He's flying as well.
Yeah, it looked as if he went round the outside, to be fair, with that angle that I seen. And I'm going to put my neck on the line here and say Risky Racers could he win this race, Jacko? He's on the mediums, as there's OKK coming out of the pits, and Arnold is on the hards. So tyre wear should come into factor towards the end here.
Yeah, could he win this race? The answer is yes.
Oh, there we go.
If you want me to give a reason for that, I'm not going to. I believe that he can. I'm just not sure how he's going to do it, because there's no point predicting anything.
No.
The way this league goes, there could be another safety car yet, and that could throw everything on its head. Meanwhile, Pete is recovered to 4th, by the way.
Wow. That's some recovery from Pete there, jeez.
A hell of a recovery. Like I said, I was speaking to the Pro Speed boys before the start of this race. I said, you seriously need to get your act together in terms of the team's championship. Risky and Pete They're doing that.
Definitely. Second and fourth at the moment. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that Arnold has some penalties, if I remember correctly.
Does. I will check that for you.
I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure Risky doesn't. So at the moment,
Arnold has the one penalty.
Yeah, so that's 3 seconds.
Yeah, Risky has a 5-second time penalty, which I believe he's probably served.
He's in the pits.
And another penalty.
Risky is in the pits along with TC.
Okay, TC has no penalties. Pete has 2. Whiteout has a 5-second penalty, which again he's probably served. Splinter has 1 penalty. MK Bourne, just the 1 warning. He's in a good place. Khalifa 1 penalty. He picked that on the last lap, but I know Bazza's got a few. 2 there. And Kamababo to round off the top 10, a 5-second penalty times 2, and another normal penalty, so he's struggling.
Yep. As we see here, sorry my voice is going, we have MK Bourne, I think that is. It's not actually, sorry, it's Whiteout and Splinter. They're going side by side. Well, they were going side by side, but Splinter is now ahead. Whiteout is ahead, sorry. But yeah, just as you were talking there, Risky Racer actually came into the pits. There's a 3-way battle going on here. Who's this? This is Risky Racer, Camel Babble. And Bazza was involved there, but it's dropped back slightly.
I'll tell you what, Risky is just about heading into Cops, and TC is a third of that straight behind him, so Risky had an excellent pit stop, or excellent outlap, it should be said. TC stuck behind Bazza. He has to yield.
He'll be, yeah, TC will be so frustrated. Oh, he's itching to get past Bazza. You can just tell with the way he's driving. It should be easily done here on the.
Answer in a straight line. Bazza goes to the left to defend. TC down the inside. Bazza gives him room with that wing damage. Up into 9th he goes. Arnold pits. So does Pete and Splinter.
Let's see where these guys. Yeah.
Whiteout will now lead the race. First time he's done that since Australia.
We need to keep an eye out.
TC. His teammate behind him.
Where's he going to come out? The guys are ahead of him, just so that's not really worked out. He's lost a lot of time there. And you tell you what, Jacko, this will be quite an interesting end to the race. These guys are all on fresh tyres. And look how close they are, jeez. Arnold is in 4th. He's only about a second or so ahead of Risky, who is about a second ahead of Camel Babble, who's like a second ahead of TC. Yeah, this could all close up in the final couple of laps.
And Arnold is only 2 seconds behind Khalifa, who is currently your net race leader. MK Bourne and Whiteout have to pit again.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's been a really good recovery from Khalifa as well.
Yeah.
But then, what do we expect? He's very, very fast, as Khalifa. And with MK Bourne really doesn't have. He won't have to pit again now, so because he's only been on those tyres for 9 laps, so he is basically the net race leader.
He has to pit again.
Oh, so he does. So he does.
2 mandatory stops.
Yeah, I was getting excited then actually. I was getting very excited, but there you go. You're right. Khalifa is the net leader. I wonder when MK Bourne will pit then. There's only 6 laps left.
Yep, 3rd, 4th, and sorry, no, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all have penalties. What have I missed? Yellow flag.
MK Bourne is off. MK Bourne is off at turn 1. I just seen that in the corner of my eye there. As soon as I said he would win the race, he spins off. Sorry, mate. Sorry. So that does put Khalifa back into the lead of the race with Arnold 1.2 seconds behind us. We've got more yellow flags. And Indecisive Mackie is off at the... Where is he off? That is the 1st sector. Probably near off turn 1 again.
Tell you what, Paul, will look like we're shaping up for a repeat of the final 8 laps of what we saw in Abu Dhabi, which was Arnold hunting down Khalifa, forcing him into a mistake, and then Arnold went on to win the race. These two are both in the playoffs. So they've got nothing to lose really other than a few playoff points. What will Arnold do? Will he go for the win or will he stick with second? They both have penalties, so does Risky behind them. MP board off again at Chapel, but has to pit.
Yeah, indeed, no, you're right. Up front, these guys have nothing to lose really, so gloves will be off. But can Arnold catch up to the back of Khalifa before the end? As I think, who have we got?
Had an off at Maggots.
I was just about to call that as MK Bomb finally pits for the, you would imagine, soft tyres. 5 6 laps to go at Silverstone. And Khalifa is 1.1 ahead of Arnold, with Risky Racers falling back slightly. As, yeah, I thought we'd
with heavy damage, by the way.
I was actually going to have a look at that because he's falling back quite a lot now. As someone is off with Luffield as well. Who is that? Let's have a look. Can't see who that is. Never mind, it's clear anyway. We'll go back to the front, Jacko. These guys are getting ever closer. It actually seems to be as if they are matching each other in terms of lap time. We'll have a look at the fastest laps there.
I'll tell you what, look who's recovered as well. Bazza in 6th on his Joker. He doesn't have to pit again. He'll take that.
Ooh, but will he make it to the end though? 19 laps already on those tyres. We'll just have to wait and see. They could, but yeah, no, you're right though. We did say before that he would make his way up through the field.
Yep.
And there he is in 6th place, Mr. Consistent. That's
there or thereabouts. Always.
That's what you need to be.
Really liking his helmet as well this week with the green and the black. It's got very monster energy.
Ah, do you know that's what I was? That was my first thought actually. Could just imagine Owen trying to rate that helmet.
Well, seeing as he's not here, it's a solid 9 out of 10.
I'd agree with that. I'd definitely agree with that.
Basil with wing damage as well. It's worth noting that front right end plate.
He's doing well, to be fair, to be up there with front wing damage and the amount of time he has been on those tyres. 20 laps now. 20 laps? That's like
20 laps.
That's incredible.
So from the start, and he pitted under the safety car, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking there. That's
meanwhile, sorry to interrupt, but Arnold is now within DRS range of Khalifa.
Yep, I'm
Through
on
cops they go. The run down to Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel. 0.9 the gap, just over a second.
Indeed, let's see if we can close up through this hangar straight. Right on board.
Just outside of the RS, he didn't get it.
And this is the closest battle we have at the moment. But Khalifa, you can tell Khalifa's pushing because he's all over the place on the exit of that corner. His tyres shouldn't be going off really, although Arnold does have 4 laps younger.
Yeah.
So that will make the difference come the end of the race. But at the moment he's dropped back a little. 1.5 seconds. As Khalifa slightly pulls away that lap, despite the lack of traction out of Stoke. Risky Racer, as we said, doing a great job up there in 3rd place as Baza gets a penalty. That's not ideal, as he'll be losing tyre wear anyway. But here, Risky Racer is up into, well, he is in 3rd. Great livery on that, sort of pink and red, quite different. TC again, a solid drive. I've seen him race before, and he's always there or thereabouts.
Yeah, it always seems to be around the lower end of the top 5. I guess is a good way to put it. 3rd, 4th, 5th. Good driver.
But
Pete with his recovery drive is about catching up now to TC. Of course, penalties can still change the outcome of the results here.
That's what we need to keep an eye on.
Yeah, the gap between Khalifa and Arnold extends to 1.7.
Yeah, well, I'm going to just have a wee look further down the field at the moment. I think we've got Mr. John and Yuri. Yuri's catching up to the back of Mr. John for 13th place. John with a little bit of lag there. Yuri's going to go up the inside. Let's get this on broadcast view. Down the inside, and he keeps it within the lines. Good move.
Very good move. And that's a move that will gain him 4 points if he finishes that.
Ideal. Because obviously every point counts.
Waze and MK Ball have just had contact.
Waze was rally crossing there, jeez. Just caught the end of that.
Compliment Waze as well, having a solid drive in the top 10, but MK Ball has changed all of that. Split to a quiet drive in 9th on the back of Dexter. Looking for another top 10 finish, the only driver to race in every race and finish in the top 10. DRS for Splinter.
Yep, the two ILRT drivers going into battle. A Splinter now.
So,
on you go, Jacko.
Yeah, they've both just recently joined ILRT I should say. Yeah. They were looking for a racing team to join and they went for the ILR boys. Chris did as well, of course retired before turn 3 at the start of this race. Good run here for Jamie as they go into the chicanes. He'll have DRS on the exit of these, he should get past Dexter eventually. One would like to think.
Yeah, but there he goes up the inside.
Easy move, yeah.
I was just checking his ERS charge there. Not, these guys seem to be... Wait, that's probably why actually. Dexter does not have a lot of ERS left. So that was a relatively easy pass for Splinter. As Jacko, here we go now. Pete is on the back of TC and he is in DRS range now.
Whiteout also has, I'll try again. Whiteout also got past Bazza on that lap. This will be his best result actually, Whiteout. Kamababa and Waze fighting for 11th.
Oh.
Yellow flags, it's Waze that's gone missing.
Well, no, I've still got Waze here. I've still got him on screen. I don't know, maybe if
he got lost off the track. Fell off the track somewhere.
Yep, he has dirt on stars, so he's been off. I think he's got front wing damage as well, actually.
Yep, Pete and TC coming into Chapel now. It will have the DRS. There it is, wide open. Fast in a straight line. And that's an easy move as well, just like Jamie and Dexter on the last lap. Of course, those two had a problem in Spain on the last lap with TC beat him. White flag in the air as Khalifa takes the lead of the last lap.
Not by much. 7/10 of a second.
Well within the DRS this time.
Has a bit of a slide out the exit there.
Bazza's got a puncher.
No, Bazza. That's what I said to you a couple of laps ago. Will those tires last to the end? And that is our answer. No.
Mr. John up to 13th on Yuri, who's had a problem. Bazza pits, as expected.
So unlucky for Bazza there. Just one more lap and he would have made it on that strategy. As who's that off? There's a car off on... Is that Wace? No, it's not.
I think it is, yeah. Mr. John's up to 12th, by the way.
Yuri's off as well. I think he's... Well, I thought he was doing donuts there. It's a bit early for that, but...
Arnold's also picked up another penalty, so whatever happens, Khalifa will win this race now. Risky's too far back. Into the final sector they go. Khalifa on for his second win in a row. Yuri pits, so he doesn't have to do another lap. 2 corners to go.
Yep,
Khalifa will take the checkered flag and wins at Silverstone. 5 more playoff points.
Yeah, brilliant drive from Khalifa. As Risky Racer takes the final podium position in 3rd.
That's a great result for him. He needed that. Good drive as well from Arnold, good recovery. TC reclaims 4th on the line due to penalties. Pete is 5th. Whiteout coming home for his best result of the season, closely followed by Splinter. This will be 6th and 7th. Penalties again may change it. Nope, it stays as it is. Dexter moves up to 7th though. So Paul.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
No, that was brilliant. I'm just trying to think there who the driver of the day was. I kind of want to say Pete because that was just such a good recovery. But then you've got Risky Racer as well. That was a brilliant drive. So yeah. Who's your pick then?
Well, I've just watched Mr. John come home in P11. By the way, another solid result for him. Drivers of the day. Oh, Khalifa had a good recovery. You may remember turn 1.
Yep.
Where he put Pete into a spin. Like you say, Pete as well, good drive. TC was fairly quiet. If I had to pick one, it would be Risky Racer.
Yep, I would go with that as well. Very, very strong drive.
Yeah.
And we'll see the guys on the podium in a minute. There we go then. Khalifa on the top step. Absolutely loving that. Nice trophy, has to be said. Wish I had one of them. But there you go. This
always at Silverstone.
Exactly. There you go. The drivers are celebrating on the podium after an absolutely brilliant race. Action packed, as always with JACKOCAR. We'll give you the full rundown in a second. As Mr. John has left, everyone is getting the plane home, not very happy. There you go then. Final results. Khalifa takes the race win with Arno in 2nd. Risky Racer in 3rd with TC in 4th. Pete in 5th with Whiteout in 6th, with Dexter in 7th. MK Born 8th, who started 3rd, he'll probably not be too happy with that. Splinter in 9th and Camel Babble in 10th. Mr. John, as always, strong drive from my favourite Murdoch in 12th place. With Baza in 13th, Frenagamo in 14th, Wace actually finished the race in 15th, Yuri, Ajes, Indecisive Maki, Okeke, Disaster and ILRT Cloud round out the 20 drivers. So Jacko, what did you make of that race then?
Entertaining throughout, but at the end it's what you expect. The kind of the top 3, top 4, even top 5 with Pete is who you'd expect to be there, and that's why they'll be prominent at the end of the season as well. So let's say a show of dominance from Khalifa, but Arnold very close to him as well. So, but a long way to go.
Yep, indeed. So Jacko, what race have we got up next then?
Well, actually, next week is the charity race. We're still at Silverstone, but it's the short circuit. I believe yourself and Owen are commentating on that.
Yes, indeed. That should be a good night. Just keep an eye on the JACKOCAR account. We will post links and what have you closer to the time. But yeah, Jacko, any final words before we end the stream?
Yeah, hopefully working on a couple of special guests for that charity race, and then the week after that we're back to regular season racing in Hungary, where the drivers, if you'll pardon the pun, will be hungry to put themselves a spot in the playoffs. Other than that,
oh dear,
I have nothing else for you, but thank you for your time, Mr. McGuinness.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me along, guys. As we say, I will be back next week at Owen for the charity race. Please tune into that one. But for now, from myself and Jacko, we will see you later, and thank you for tuning in.